Man is dead after a stabbing this morning in southwest Gainesville. Gainesville Police and Gainesville fire crews responded to a call off Southwest 26th Drive. When they arrived, the victim was on the ground of the intersection. They trauma alerted the victim to UF Health Shands, where he later died. Witnesses tell police a fight led up to the stabbing. Gainesville Police do have a suspect in custody.
We are questioning one person right now in connection to the stabbing. We believe it's the person that stabbed the victim, and we're still just waiting to find out what the motive is and doing our investigation.
The investigation is ongoing into whether more people are involved and if it's a case of self-defense.